Welcome back to the channel. So today we've got our first 2025 550e, in other words the plug-in hybrid variant of the G60 5 Series. Now this was a customer ordered car, and it was actually our second allocation. Our first one got tied up in production for quite some time. It's arriving shortly after this one. And by the time this car arrived, it did take a while obviously, the customer had a change in family size. So they ended up getting an X7, so this one is minimally spec'd, so basically one option other than paint and wheels on the car, but it comes standard with a lot of things. So the 550e, the plug-in hybrid of course, is available only in M Sport, so it's M Sport packaged by default, and it comes with the panoramic sky lounge as standard on the vehicle, so you cannot opt for the moonroof that is openable. Again, up front with our headlights, so quotation marks, the daytime running lights, LEDs, and cornering light there in the corner. Now the grille, you can get the illuminated kidney grille or iconic glow kidney grille through the M Sport professional package. This one does not have it. And you can see the parking assistance camera there. It comes on the premium package or executive package. The sensors, if it comes with Driving Assistance Pro, are in the middle right there in plastic. All right, let's move to the side where we have my favorite wheel on the G60. It's the 938Ms. So these are 20-inch wheels. I think a really good design. And it looks like they come on Hankooks. And we have the blue M Sport calipers. And your charging flap there in the front, driver's side. There's mineral vise side profile. So again, G60, all new 5 Series. I think there are some callbacks to the E60 5 Series. You can see that character line, although it's not the same as the E60. It goes from the back of the car, the taillights, all the way almost to the headlight. All right, so out back, got xDrive and 550e badging. So an exaggerated font size for the big 5 there, followed by the 50e. Then slim taillights. Then you got very aggressive use of high gloss black, and there are no visible exhaust tips. In other words, they don't protrude, but they are there. You can see one of them poking down right there. So even if you get the 550e, you are not getting visible or protruding exhaust tips out of the rear valance. So, how to think of this car? So, I believe it's the only plug-in hybrid 5 Series that you can get in the US market. There is a 530e, but the US market's getting 550, so it's basically like an X5 plug-in hybrid in sedan form. All right, so in terms of battery size, so it's very similar to the X5 50e plug-in hybrid in terms of ideas. So you're combining a B58 with an electric motor. Battery size on here is 19.4 kilowatt hours. So it's about 6 kilowatt hours less capacity than the X5 50e. And the estimated range is about 34 miles with the thing. So a big improvement over the previous generation G30. Because we only got the 530e here in the United States. And range on that one, about 20 miles, if I recall correctly. Given that its battery size was, I think, 9 kilowatt hours usable capacity, so a little bit more than double in size. Let's make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this 550e. All right, so opening up, we have the black perforated Vaganza. Vaganza, of course, is standard on the vehicle, the G60. So upper portion door card, rubberized plastic. Got some Vaganza here and some hard plastic here. And we'll scratch that to be just like Matt Watson. Then you have an interaction bar here with ambient lighting. And of course, the door handle, a little bit on the awkward side for BMWs. And then you got a storage compartment here for pretty good hefty sized water bottle if you want to do that, or a Yeti. All right, and the seats here, your standard seats, and this is a manually powered head restraint. Otherwise, pretty well bolstered and quilted, and you got some contrasting stitching. Then on this one here, the seat is manually powered crumb catcher. You have adjustments down here for lumbar support. And then nothing on the door sill, so curious, there's no placement of BMW or BMW i or even an M badge on here. All right, so on the inside, here's your M Sport steering wheel. Flat bottom, we have M badging, but no M stitching. This is not an M Performance model, so you don't get that touch. Controls over here for your active cruise control, which is standard on the 550e. Then you have shift paddles, including a boost function. Then you have xDrive 8.5 live cockpit. Now, this has been charged 100% yet, which is showing you what the current charge is. Basically 1.9 kilowatt hours. Heads-up display. And then have what feels like rubberized plastic on the upper portion of the dashboard. More of the curved display here. Then you got aluminum rhombusel trim. And then you have your interaction bar with controls for the vents. And here are your vent controls in terms of where they are blowing. Up here it's just open or closed. Then you have wire stretching tray on this side only. This thing does nothing. You have your cup holders, USB-C charging ports as well. Then, center console area, you have your drive selector nub and iDrive controller and the wheel here for the volume. Now, just like the X550e, if you go into the charging app, you can set a charging target between 0 and 100%, of course. So I don't think it'll be down to 0 if we go down. So 20 to 100% is what you'll be able to charge to. So again, given the size of the battery, it's only 90 people per kilowatt hours. If you want to preserve the life, you can get by with 80%, but you might as well just do 100% if you actually need that range. Of course, that depends on your commute and use case. All right, starting price, the 2025 550e is $72,700. The metallic paint adds another $650 and $23.50 for the premium package and $800 for those 20-inch wheels. Everything else is included on this car. And then, all told, MSRP, this particular example, $77,675. Here's some figures here. So 67 miles per gallon equivalent, 24 miles per gallon estimate for gasoline only, and the 34 miles of pure electric range. All right, so moving to the back, there's no comfort access for the rear doors. It is an ultra wideband capable car. All right, and here's the rest of the black perforated Vaganza and that panoramic sky lounge. All right, here's a view of the cockpit from the back seat. And out back, you just have vents and USB-C charging ports. You can opt for a BMW individual 4-zone climate control, which had climate control zone, or zones, I should say, in the rear of the vehicle for $650. You also get a USB-C charging port in the back of each of the front seats. Knee room, leg room, really, really good in the back of the G60. And headroom, not much of an issue in the back of the 5 Series, as you would expect. All right, so move to the back. I'm going to use our kick to open. And here's a change from the previous gen plug-in hybrid G30. So cargo area is pretty good size because the batteries are now on the floor and the fuel tank is in its normal position, rather basically underneath the trunk here. So pretty good size. You can fold down those rear seats for even more room. Of course, you do have a flexible fast charger 2.0 included with your 550e with a NEMA 1450 adapter for level 2 charging. Should you desire that at home, let's use our kick to close. All right, we'll make our way to the front and pop the hood. All right, so under the hood here is the B58 inline-6 3-liter turbo engine. Combined with the electric motor, you're looking at 483 horsepower and 516 torques. So a vast improvement over the 530e from the G30 generation. But I think it's a really good car. I haven't had a chance to drive it yet, but I do have a chance to do it before the video goes up. I'll leave some comments in the description of the video describing what I felt with it. But that's it. We'll see you at the next video.